Hi, my name is Erin, and I want to teach you how to make something that is very dear to my heart called Poppyseed coffee cake. Poppyseed coffee cake is a recipe that I have grown up with my entire life. My grandma would serve it at every occasion, every special occasion, and even then on just sometimes on a Saturday or Sunday. My mom searched and searched and searched to find the perfect recipe for how to make this coffee cake, and thank God she found something that works, because this is my all-time favorite thing to bake, Poppyseed coffee cake. And every time I make this Poppyseed coffee cake, I am channeling my grandma Agnes Warner and all of the wonderful memories I have of her and my cousins from Independence, Wisconsin. I am wearing my grandma's amber beads, and I am wearing my poppy shirt in honor of this recipe today that you are going to learn how to make, and it is spectacular. So let's get started. These are the ingredients that you will need to make the Poppyseed coffee cake dough. 3.5 cups of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon salt, 3/4 cups of water, 1/4 cup of milk, 1 beaten egg, and 2¼ teaspoons of yeast. Add your dough ingredients to the bread machine, beginning with the wet ingredients, ending with the dry ingredients and the yeast on top. Set your bread machine for dough mode and push start. While your dough is in the bread machine getting ready, you are going to make the streusel topping for the coffee cake. You can use a regular pastry cutter. I prefer to use my food processor. Into the food processor, you are going to put 1/2 of a cup of sugar. Oops. 1/2 cup of flour. And 1/4 cup of butter cut into pieces. And make sure that the butter is cold butter. Now you are going to process that into crumbles. That is the consistency that you are looking for. You are going to put that aside. Now you have made your streusel topping, and this is quite a bit much more than you will need to put on the coffee cake. You just put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer, and you will have the remainder for the next time you make the coffee cake. You are now going to prepare the filling that goes into the coffee cake. Because the recipe makes 2 coffee cakes, you're going to split the can of solo poppy seed pie filling into 2 bowls. So let's do that. It's really thick, and it's going to be hard to spread unless you thin it out, and I'm going to show you how to thin it out in just a moment. Empty out that entire jar. Look inside your bowls and see if you think you have it even. I think this one is a little bit fuller, so I'm going to go over here with some of it. I think it looks even. Now if you see, it's pretty darn thick. So we're going to thin it out with some corn syrup. Maybe about a tablespoon of corn syrup for each bowl of filling that you have, and just stir that in. And you can see how it thins that out a little bit. And you are ready with your filling when your dough is ready. The dough is ready, so we are ready to start preparing to bake the coffee cake. You need a 15 by 10 inch cookie sheet and oil that with some vegetable oil. If you don't do this step, you are going to be a sorry baker. All right, your pan is prepared. This is what my dough looks like. And it is the most beautiful, glorious, soft dough ever. And this dough you have to divide in half. Divide your dough into 2 balls of dough. Set one aside until you're ready to make the second ball of the second coffee cake. Prepare your surface with a little bit of flour and roll out to the proper dimensions. The proper dimensions are 9 by 11 inches. One tip I have for you is keep a ruler in the kitchen for things such as this. I want 11 inches by 9 inches. That is darn close to what I want it to be. I'm going to make it more of a rectangle shape. Now, down the middle third of your coffee cake, just like this, you're going to lay half of a bowl of poppy seed pie filling. In other words, that would be 1/4 of the jar. And you're going to spread that out on the dough right in the middle. All the way to the edge, evening it out as best you can. When that's done, fold over one edge, and you can pinch and seal these edges shut. Just stretch that dough a little bit and bring it to the edge. Now here you are going to put the second part of your pie filling, the poppy seed filling. It doesn't spread any easier the second time. Get it to the edge as much as you can, and if it comes over on the edge, that's okay, because this is, and don't waste any poppy seeds that are in there. What a joy. This side is going to get folded over here like this. Seal everything. Pinch and pinch and pinch and pinch. Seal all of it up. And seal it up well, or else you will have an explosion of dough and pie filling on your baking pan. All right. I use my hands like this to shape it, and I carefully peel it up and lay it out on my cookie sheet. At this point, you can do a little more extending and molding of the coffee cake. Put that aside and let's repeat it with the remainder of the dough. Keep going. It will be okay. There, now you have a beautiful, beautiful shaped piece of dough, piece of poppy seed pie filling, poppy seed coffee cake. All right, now they look pretty darn, oops, we have some coming out here. We want to seal that in. Here is where you put your streusel topping on top. I keep mine in a Ziploc bag labeled streusel topping. And you can put as much or as little as you like on top. This streusel topping is also good for muffins. Very, very good for muffins. And it doesn't stick on top. You just have to sprinkle it on top and just kind of pat it down. And whatever falls over the edges is just gonna fall over. And now do you see? I have a lot of that left, and that's okay, because I like to make this recipe a lot. You are going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. I'll meet you back here when it's done. This is what the coffee cake looks like. I don't know what happened here, but apparently I did not seal that end well enough, but that's okay. We're going to get them off of the pan and onto a cutting board. They come off the pan quite easily. You can use 2 spatulas. And just, oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. I'm going to let them cool for a little bit, and then I'm going to cut into them. Now it's time to cut one of these beautiful coffee cakes. I think I'm going to cut this one right here. I like to start right off in the middle because that's where the best stuff is. That's what it looks like. Oh my goodness. Let's put that on a plate right there. We're going to have some butter with that. All right, the last step in this process is let's take a bite of this poppy seed coffee cake, because there's nothing better than having it on its very first day when it is absolutely fresh out of the oven. I'm gonna put some butter on this. Oh my gosh. And here we go. Here we go. That dough is as soft and sweet as any dough could ever be. And sometimes the filling squeezes out, and it is so delicious. But right now, oh yeah, right now, I am remembering my grandma. The reason I want to make a video of how to make this poppy seed coffee cake is because, frankly, I'm afraid it's going to die with me. I'm afraid after I'm gone, no one will know how to make this wonderful, wonderful traditional poppy cake that has been passed down through generations. I have a son, and I'm pretty sure he's not interested in baking. And I don't know of anybody else who's interested in making this, but maybe somebody will find this someday, this video, and maybe they'll make it and channel me. Who knows? So that's why I wanted to make this video today. Carry on the tradition, you guys. Learn how to make this fantastic coffee cake. Don't wait. Don't wait. Do it right now.